And welcome back again to my object-oriented programming course in Java. Today I'm going to show you how we can use input, okay, to read in data from the user. And we've done this in C++, right? You use cin. In Java it's a little different. So let me show you an example real quick. Okay. So we're going to use something called the scanner class. So let's just do int n1 and 2. And then we are going to use scanner. We'll use a scan. We'll call this scan obj is equal to new scanner, and then system.in. What this does, this line over here, okay, this is going to create an object of the class scanner. So you remember how I talked about briefly what the difference between a class and an object was? So there is a scanner class included in Java. Okay, and we need to use that scanner class to use the input functionality, right, in Java to read in data from the user. Now, the class itself isn't tangible until we create an instance of the scanner class. And by creating an instance for in Java, you must use the new keyword. So new allows us to create an object of that class. And by doing that and passing in this system.inin, then it allows us to create a scanner object. Now, with this scanner object, I'm able to read input. But first, let's prompt the user. So let's do print line, and then we'll ask enter two whole numbers. Do that. Then system.out.println separated by one or more spaces. Okay, good enough. And now the way that syntactically how we read data is we're gonna first on the left hand side we're going to use the variable that we want to store the data in. In this particular case, it's going to be n1. So we'll say n1 is equal to, and then we're going to use the variable name, and we're going to use the methods that are available to us. In this case, we're reading two integers. So I'm going to say dot, and then next int. Do that. Okay. Now, notice how when I use the scanner object in the scanner class, it automatically imported my scanner package, right, from the java.util namespace. So as I mentioned before, in Java, while in C++ you have include libraries, right? In Java you have something called packages. And within these packages there are the namespaces of the package and then the actual class of that specific package. So you can say that java.util is a package, and then scanner is the class. And the scanner class, the actual code of scanner, the scanner class, is inside the java.util package. Now, when you create your own Java classes and programs, you can create your own packages. So and if you want to create your own package, you would use the word package, and then we can say that this is we can say part-time dot call this OO class. Okay, we can do that. Why isn't this package import expected? Let's do something here. So the package should go on top, and once you have that, once you package it as a Java namespace package, you should see something created here. Now, it took me a couple of tries to do this. It's Replit does not work very well with packaging, so I'm showing you an example, but I try not to do this until later on, until we get this straightened out, because it seems to package the class, but then it gives you some issues with compiling it, and this was not happening before I put the package keyword there. So if I wanted to, I can create my own packages. Yeah, I can call it whatever I want. It'd have to be at the top, and then you would have your import statements and then your class and all that. Now, let me take this out. So, and we'll continue with the scanner option, the scanner lecture. So let me run this again. Hopefully this works. Okay, so there you have it. Now it's saying enter two whole numbers separated with one or more spaces. So this is basically what's being printed out. So I can do one number. So 20 will read in the number, and then I press enter. It's just gonna give me an error for input mismatch. So is because I was typing this in. It's taking long to compile. I'm not sure why. But let's do n2 is equal to, and then we'll do the same thing, scan object, right? And then we'll print out what was read in. So I can say system.out.println you entered, we'll concatenate it, n1 and n2. And this should do it. So again, this is similar to what you've experienced before. We have two variables that we need to use for storage, and then we are using clear. We are using the system.out.println methods to prompt the user. This is actually reading the input from the console, and anytime I enter something in, it's going to store it in one, then the next one will store it in two, and then I will print that out. So let's run this again. Hopefully it doesn't take forever. Alright, and we're back. So I don't know why it's been being a little slow. Not that I'm complaining or anything, but so let's do 40, and then we'll do 60. Okay, and then you entered 40 and 60. So this scan object has methods for you to read data from. You can read in an integer data type. You can use next double. Okay, so let's just take a look. There's no IntelliSense. Let's see. Let's try it again. Oh, there we go. So next int, next byte, next short, and then you can even read or skip input. Okay. And I think you have the ability to read by byte, so you can read individual bytes from input. Most of the time, we're just going to use next in, next double, or next string. So this scanner class is what we're going to use for I/O, at least for now. Okay, at least for now, until we get more familiar with the Java UI as well. So now that we have our N1 and N2, we can perform, let's just go back to this. We can perform any type of calculations that we want. So I'd probably declare something up here, maybe int sum, and then I can now do whatever I need to do here. So sum is equal to N1 plus N2, and we're using two integers, numeric data types, and then I can just print out their sum. So simple enough. Simple enough. There's just a couple steps here. It's the same logic as we do in other languages, except with Java, obviously they have their own syntactical styles, and we must declare an object using the new keyword of the scanner class. And then now, once we have that object, then we reuse it and use its methods to read in data from the keyboard. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, and on the next video we'll continue a little bit more with the Java syntax, and we'll go into flow and control. Thank you.